I want to show you how to do keyword research properly so that 1, you can find the keywords and topics people are searching for, 2, your website can actually compete for, and 3, drive traffic as a result to your website. We've all been there. I've been there. You're posting content on your website, but it's not getting any traffic. And that's the most frustrating feeling ever. I still remember my first website. I started creating pages, posting articles, making city pages. Only one of them was ranking locally. Everything else wasn't. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? The thing is, it's not the fact that the content you're making people don't want, or the service you're offering they don't want, or even the fact that the quality of your content is bad. No, the quality of your content might be good, but the problem is you're going after topics that either people are not searching for, or 2, you're going after topics people are searching for, but they're too competitive. What I mean by that, if there's a topic that's getting 20,000 searches per month, but on the front page is Wikipedia, Google, a Home Depot, or another authoritative website, good luck competing. You're not going to. There's no point going after that keyword because you're not gonna get any traffic whatsoever, which is why you need to find keywords that you can compete for. The other problem is maybe the reason why an authoritative website is not ranking for the topic you searched for is because no one in fact is searching for it. So let's dive in together, and I wanna show you how to do keyword research properly so that 1, you can find the keywords and topics people are searching for, 2, your website can actually compete for, and 3, drive traffic as a result to your website. Right here, there's different keyword research tools out there, but I personally love using Semrush. For example, if you're a roofing company, the first thing you want to type in is your root key keyword. So if I'd be a roofing company, I would put roof, whatever that is for you, whether it's siding, find your root keyword, put it into Semrush, and then you want to find keyword variation. There's 2 sides here, variations and questions. Questions are great for articles, but first let's jump in and let's take a look at keyword variations. This right here is searching, hey, roofing companies near me is getting searched 135,000 times per month on a United States level. Obviously, you want to go after keywords that get searched the most, but just because it gets searched the most doesn't mean that that's the keyword you need to go after. Why is that the case, you might ask? And the reason is because there are 4 different types of search intents. There's a transactional intent, commercial intent, informational, and navigational. Transactional means somebody is ready to purchase. They're ready to complete an action or conversion. Commercial means they're investigating brands or services. They're almost ready to complete an action, but not yet. They're kind of looking and they're shopping around to see different products, different brands, or different services that are being offered there. Informational is kind of like top of the funnel. It's you answering questions. People are still asking questions about your service. They're asking questions about your brand. They're not ready to buy. That's top of the funnel. And the last one is navigational. You really don't want to go after this one. What this means is 230 Roof is a type of brand name, and that means people are searching for a direct brand. Another navigational term would be like Nike, Adidas, or whatever your brand name is. Anyways, now that you understand this, how do we decide what keywords to go after? The reality is all of them matter, and there's 2 biggest types of intents and types of content you need to be writing on your website. First is articles and blogs for topical authority. Google needs to see that you're an expert in roofs. You need to answer informational questions and topics. And before we jump in, I want to show you this works. We did this exact process for our client, and we started with them in April. And look at this. In April, they had 830 traffic, and now they're at 36,000. And now I want to show you their informational intent. If I'm going to go in and show you their 36,000, it's overall traffic in the United States. They're ranking for 25,000 keywords, 34,000 organic traffic. And if I press informational intent, 24,000 organic visitors are coming to their website right now from all of the topics and articles we wrote for them with the informational intent. So I want to lay that out there so you know that this works. And I'm not rambling on. This is not ChatGPT scripted. This is me. So how do we find these topics? You put in your root keyword, and then you want to press questions. That's the best way to do it in Semrush, or sort by informational intent. But when you press questions, it's gonna pretty much weed out all commercial intent, transactional, and navigational. And so check this out. The first question that gets asked the most on a United States level is, how much does a new roof cost? 8,000 searches per month. What you wanna do is you wanna search this on Google. Our client is ranking here in the AI overview. Why? Because Google is citing our article because we answered some kind of question that is being asked here. And so here's what you wanna do. You search up the question, the keyword that people are searching for, but it's not enough just to find that keyword. you need to make sure that it's not too difficult to go after. How do you do that, you might ask? Thanks for asking. On Semrush, it's showing that our authority score is 29 out of 100. That means that's the level that Google trusts us. When we go back to the keyword section, we see keyword difficulty right here. Because we're 29 out of 100, and this keyword is 28 out of 100, what it's saying is, hey, all of the websites ranking on page 1, their average authority score is 28. Maybe Yelp is one of them, but the others, if you get the average, it's 28. And so because our authority score is 29, that means we can go after this keyword. But for example, right here, why was Trump on the roof? Obviously, it's not a roof intent question, something happened, but it's saying it's a 48 out of 100. Probably news articles are ranking for it. Or how much does it cost to replace a roof? 31. Or a hot tin roof, 54. Those are more competitive. So what you want to do is you want to press questions, and then you want to press keyword difficulty and make sure whatever your domain authority score is, if it's 20, you want to make sure you sort and you put 20 right here. If your authority score is 10, make sure you're doing 0 to 10 keyword difficulty. And now check this out. It's showing you all the keywords that get the most search volume and that are in that keyword difficulty range, which means you can compete for them. And so now you're figuring out, hey, I'm a starting out website. This is very easy to rank for. How to calculate roof pitch. Can you paint a metal roof? How to cut metal roofing? And so now that you know, hey, here are the keywords that people search for. Here are all the keywords that I can compete for. You're not done yet. Why? You have to search it on Google and see if blogs come up. Check this out. Right here, this looks good. How to cut metal roofing. I searched this up. This is the most worst keyword to write an article for. Why? Because everything in the beginning are YouTube videos. When someone is searching for how to cut metal roofing, they're not looking for a blog to read. They're looking for a video to watch. I would not go after this keyword for a blog or informational topic. But this one right here, how to calculate roof pitch, you can see an AI overview that's pulling from an article. There are still videos here, but then you also see some kind of calculators and charts. I still would not go after that one. You really have to go after one that has a lot of articles at the very top. How much should a new roof cost? This one should definitely have something with more informational intent. So right here we see AI overviews. We see our article from our client's website being pulled in, Kobex, right? Then you see some Reddit threads, people are asking questions. And then you also see further down below, this old house, cedar.com, how much does it cost to replace a roof in California? Informational blogs that are being answered. This is a better intent to go after. Now, as soon as you identify the right keyword that gets searched, that you can compete for, that actually has articles appearing on page 1 of Google, now you want to go in, find the top 5 blogs ranking for it, and study them. And the easiest ways often to do that is literally just to press the keyword itself. Because Semrush will show what are the top 5 websites ranking here. And so you can see Reddit, NerdWallet, these are very authoritative websites. I'd stay away from them. But then you could see like this old house, it's still authoritative, but you could see it's an article. You could see another blog, articles, and you can see a lot of articles ranking here. That means you could possibly compete here with an article. What you want to do is start opening up these articles and studying them. Now, there's different ways to go about this process, but what I would recommend, study all of the headings that they write for and find the similarities. Find the similarities in their main H1. You only want to have one main H1 on your page that has that exact keyword. This exact keyword that you identify has to be in your title tag and in your H1. And then the easiest way, what I would recommend is take all of these articles, paste them into ChatGPT or Gemini, feed it into it and say, hey, I'm not trying to copy them, but I want to find the similarities. Give me a good outline that I can write a quality piece of content for myself. What ChatGPT will now do, it will find all of the similarities with all of these blogs that are ranking, and now it'll give you a good outline to rank, because really what you want to do is find the keyword that gets searched, find the keyword that you can compete for, now find the keyword that actually has articles ranking on page 1, and when you found that, you need to see why Google is rewarding them and putting them on page 1. And if you can find the similarities in all of these blogs, which is why ChatGPT is a great way to go, it's going to help you. And when you find those similarities and you now do it better with your facts, with your quality, with your case studies, Google will now reward you because you have even better content, but you're in the framework of what they're rewarding. So what I would recommend to do is when you found this keyword, open up each of these blogs, open a new tab, and you can even often see by the URL, blog, articles, or you'll see a question, and often look for the websites with low authority. The websites with low authority means that's a great sign. That means you can compete in this exact spot. And if you figure out what these 3 articles here with low authority are doing, especially Berkeley exteriors, because their authority is 12, that means you can reverse engineer and also have your website rank here on page 1. And so look at this. I opened all of these up. You go to ChatGPT, say, hey, I want to rank on page 1 of Google for this keyword. Put the exact keyword in. This has to be word for word in my H1. Now, here are some of the top 5 blogs that are ranking. I don't want to copy, but I want to see why Google is ranking them. Give me an outline I can follow with my quality, with my terminology, so that I can write a piece of content that Google will reward. And then here are the articles. And I literally go to these pages. I press Command A on MacBook, Control A, I believe, on Windows. Highlight the whole page, Command C to copy or Control C to copy, and you literally just dump all of these articles. Article 2, copy, paste, Article 3, and then do a couple of the ones with the low authority scores, the more local websites, Article 4, and you can do as many as you want. And so now look, ChatGPT is saying, hey, here should be your exact H1, why Google is ranking these, clear cost answers immediately, multiple pricing lenses, right? Boom, page 1 ready outline, and it starts to give it to you. And now I'm gonna say, hey, give me just an outline, give me the H1, H2s, H3s, and H4s if necessary that I should answer and write about. And now what it's gonna do, it's gonna give us your title, keep this exact keyword, but rephrase it. But now check this out. It's saying, hey, your heading should be average cost of a new roof in 2026, and then have these subheadings, and under each of these, answer it. H2, H3, H4, and go through and answer all of this. And if you want, you can even go a step further and allow ChatGPT to write out a piece of content for you with this outline, with the latest data. But then you need to go in and really edit it and customize it with true facts. So check this out. Now I'm gonna take this outline and say, hey, based on all that content and latest research on this topic, use this outline you made above to write a full blog for me that will rank on page number 1. You guys, I'm telling you, check this out. It's gonna be the most coolest thing ever. And so now what it's doing, it's writing all of these headings, answering all of these questions. And the last thing we need to do is please actually write a blog title, but include exact keyword, but make it sound natural, and write full formatted blog. I can copy paste with correct formatting into my WordPress website or whatever your website is. Boom. How much should a new roof cost in 2026? A realistic breakdown for homeowners. That's the title. Here's your intro paragraph. Here are the headings. And then now it's giving different prices. Take this article, edit it to fit your brand, include your brand name, true facts about even case studies from what you guys experienced, the correct pricing, post that on your website, go on your Google Search Console, request indexing, Google will start ranking your page, and you're gonna start having traffic come to your website. If you don't know how to request indexing or what a Google Search Console is, follow Kova team. We drop tips and tricks on SEO and more content like this so that you can dominate on Google's search engine. That's it for this video. I hope that was helpful. If something didn't make sense, comment down below. I'll do my best to answer all of the questions. If you guys want to see more different types of SEO videos, drop down what kind of questions you have. We want to make more valuable content around SEO. We do SEO, AI visibility, paid ads, and web design. So drop those down below. We'll be posting more content. And then if you could provide value to us, that would mean the world if you could subscribe. And our promise to you is we will do everything in our power to provide valuable content that can help your business and your website rank and dominate on Google and AI. Thank you for watching. See you next time.